Hello, everyone. It's Maxim. It's Retailgrid podcast. So we will be talking about price optimization and different advanced technologies. So let me start with the first podcast, quite straightforward and very fundamental. What is like retail price optimization, and what are three main components or levers that actually you need to use? So um, if we talk like about price optimization in general, that's short definition is like you need choosing the best price to serve a business. So to maximize your profit, revenue, or it could be balance of your targets. Um, the idea is to find the price which can help you to grow the business and to satisfy your customers. At the same time, we are not like in vacuum. It's always some limits, and there are some limitations in the environment. So technically, we are always trying to maximize like demand function with the limits of the business. And I will be talking about three main pillars here. Um, so we have quite simple approach and straightforward and um, used by default. You have the cost. You have cost of goods sold. You have cost of your products, and um, you have the price. So cost, it's called cost plus, right? We have cost plus our margin, and we set the price. This is very simple approach, um, and it's a starting point. So in reality, um, the pricing is slightly more complicated. Cost plus is the baseline. The next lever is demand. So what is our demand, right? Probably we all remember the economics from university, the correlation between demand and price, and competition. So we are not alone on the market. Rarely we are like monopoly. We are competing. There is always the alternative, direct alternative or substitute alternative. So there is an alternative. There is a competition. So in real world, we need to think about all three levels. So cost, that's our floor, starting point. Demand, this is the how much demand we have for our product and services. And competition, who else on the market is selling the same or similar product. Three main levers. So yeah, cost plus strategy is a baseline, right? It's our floor. Definitely, we should start from it, and that's not as simple as it's looks like. The complexity here is what is the cost, right? Is the cost of goods sold. So this is the how much I pay to my suppliers, but sometimes costs can be can also includes the logistics, the support, um, and some other variable parameters. Or in retail, the complexity of the cost is that, for example, you're buying your products in parties. So today I bought like 100 units by $10. Tomorrow I bought 200 units by $12. So we have, and after the inventory is mixed, so I need to set one price for the product based on the mixed inventory cost. So, and there are different principles, accounting, which can help us. So it's not, it can be a little bit more complicated, but no matter of the formula behind the cost. So we should somehow define this floor. What is our like minimum, right? Below, what is our minimum where we start getting profit, right? So and below what floor we cannot go, otherwise we are like losing money. So demand probably is the most advanced. What is demand like? So um, what is the level of demand from our customers? How many products units they demanding from us? They want to buy, and the key um, challenge here is to understand it from data on the very granular and precise level, so we can see like even visually that for some products, okay, we increase the price, but level of sales is the same, level of demand is the same. um, for some products we um, decrease the price, or we did a promo and we see the uplift in demand. So we see the elasticity, that we see that um, customers really react on price changes, and customers start buying more. They consume more, they purchase more. Um, so that's the demand shows the value, right, at some point, and we try to understand based on the price sensitivity the value of products. The other thing which is worth to mention is that typically we think that, okay, our product quality defines the price. So like we have this product, it has some value, it has some cost, and based on it we communicate the price, like price um, what customers pay for that product. But in many cases, the price also communicates itself the value. so based on the price, so if customers don't know the brand, they don't know the product, they just see the price and they buy the price, they can assume the quality, the value of that product. That's also an interesting psychological factor in pricing, that um, sometimes like lowering the price, we also lowering the perception of the value. So yeah, usually from the analytics, from the sales patterns, and from statistics, we try to understand, so what happened when we change prices with our demand. So and try to understand if price really matters here, right? So if we change prices in the past and demand was changing as well, um, the 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 demand is elastic. So there is a direct correlation. So we change the price, we like decrease the price, the demand is growing, we increase the price, demand is declining, but it reacts, right? Demand is reacts. So or vice versa, there are some situations when you had lots of changes in the price, and like demand is the same level, or it's like counterintuitive, like we increase the price and demand is growing. There are some cases in economics when it can happen, right? But basic rule is that uh, basic rule of elasticity, that increasing the price, we are losing demand. So yeah, if price is not like important, it can mean many different things. The value is very high, you are alone on the market, your monopoly, you have the only you have the inventory. So there can be different reasons because of that, but um, it gives us the information, right, what to do with prices at the end. So can we like increase them a little bit? So competition, right? Competition is another, in retail competition, specifically when now like online is everywhere, and transparency of prices is extremely high. So I can ask like Google immediately, like, hey, check the prices for this product, and I can give I can get the list of prices almost for any product. Maybe like less. The grocery products is online has less penetration, but electronics, DIY, I don't know, machinery, in many other categories, they are fully like available, all the products available online, so you can immediately like check. And yeah, and what does it mean that the price sensitivity is higher and that transparency of prices is higher, so the elasticity is higher. um yeah, offline retail, if you come to the store, yeah, you know that okay, it's a little overpriced, but also come here and buy the whole basket. It can mean less. But if you're buying online, dynamic pricing now, like we're checking the prices and select by price. So that's why it's almost impossible now in retail, if you're not like niche boutique store or high premium luxury brand, to ignore competition. It could be direct competition, like you are selling same products, right, what everybody else are selling, or like popular brands, or it even can be like you have your own private labels, but you still have alternative inside your assortment or outside your assortment. So like I'm grocery store and I have my own private label, but my competitor has their own private label, so we need to match them somehow, and we also competing. That's a big thing. So the higher competition, the higher elasticity, higher price sensitivity, and we need to monitor prices more proactively. The key thing here is that we don't need to do it like mm, massively. I mean, in some cases, yeah, you should monitor all the products, all competitors, the whole market. But in many cases, so you should build a strategy around your customers to really find my direct competitors, where they what other retailers, what other providers have the same offering as me, and my customers really compare us. So we need to find the right the right competitor panel, right? The right set of competitors to track. The same with frequency, right? So that depends on the market what we are selling. So if we are like selling online electronics, that's super dynamic. It's like hours, every hour prices are changing, and if you like overpriced, you immediately go down in the list, and you lose the demand. But if we are talking about like grocery, right? So like food, um, offline business, yeah, definitely we still need to monitor, but it's not so dynamic. It still could be daily, weekly, yeah. But it's changing. Everything is getting more dynamic. So just summarizing the price optimization concept fundamentals, right? We don't go into really deep details, maybe next podcast, but we should keep in mind three things. So what is our floor? What is our cost? What is our minimum profit we need to have? Um, so what is the ceiling? What is the competition? What is the market? What is the highest price? Where we are against it? And what is demand? So demand, usually it's a like elasticity curve, right? So the correlation between the um, how much people buy and what is our price. And based on this elasticity curve, price elasticity curve, we can assume the revenue curve and profit curve, right? And we can try to find our optimal prices to meet the maximum revenue and maximum profit. So, and like in perfect, like on this picture, on the perfect world, um, we have our market, our products, our assortment allows us to balance between floor and ceiling, between minimum margin and market price. So we have a room for the profit. We have a room to put the price which gives us the maximum profit. In many like product categories and markets, it's almost impossible because the market is red ocean. There is almost no room between the floor and between the market price. So we are like so tiny margin, so we don't have no we don't have any really room. So in this case, it's not anymore price optimization. It becomes assortment or cost optimization. So can we decrease the cost, or should we like delete this product and find the product where we can get the profit? So, but since we see the room, since we see that, okay, so we have the corridor where we can try to find the profit, um, we should try to do it. We should try to match our price to to demand and maximize our profit. That's the concept as it is. Quite straightforward. Uh, Lots of nuances and details, but I'm pretty sure we will cover them in the next podcast. One last thing, right? So the mistake we try to avoid is to focus only on one lever, right? Focus only on cost, focus only on demand, or focus only on competition. So we have the blind area. We have blind spot because of it. So yeah, again, if you are on super competitive market, red ocean, probably you need to focus on the cost and competition. But if we are talk about like most of the cases, we should balance between all three: cost, demand, competition, together, never separately. Thanks a lot. It was Maxim. So let's continue with next series. Thank you.